One. Here we go. It is season 2, episode 12. So the last episode of season 2. Jane, what's today?
Sunday.
27?
Sunday?
April.
Oh, fuck. 27?
Yeah. Okay. It's already April 27th.
Yeah.
Like, that's freaking insane. So, whoa, Jane, we're already here. I can't even believe that. Even though we took a couple breaks, we still made it. We've done 2 seasons of our podcast.
I know. Look at us go.
I know. That's freaking pretty dang amazing. How was your week?
Oh, it was good. It was, I can't really even think about anything that happened throughout the week because I feel like a lot of times I hit autopilot and then, like if I don't write stuff down, I just don't think about it. But I will say I just took Bentley to the dog park and we had a good time. There was an English bulldog there by the name of Socks.
Oh my God. I freaking love that.
Yeah. And he was like the cutest little
Red Socks.
There you go. He was like the cutest little fat, chubby. Found out he was only 9 months old.
Aww.
That's why he wasn't neutered and took.
So he still had baby rolls?
Yeah, he still had baby rolls and balls, and he took a
my
to
God.
Jane.
And he liked you?
Yes. Like he didn't want any of the dogs. He just wanted me, and so
specifically what part of you? Your leg?
Anything. He was on my lap. He licked my face. He was freaking rubbing his pink thing on my leg. I was like,
oh my God,
we're gonna need some boundaries here.
Came out.
It was so gross, but he's such a sweet pup. But I was just like, ew.
He might have violated you a little bit.
He definitely did.
All of his sweetness. Were the owners like, or I hate calling us owners of dogs. Doesn't that feel bad? Or his parents?
Mom and dad, yeah.
Yeah,
it was his dad. But I think because I am allergic to dogs, and I am lucky enough that I get to have Bentley because he's hypoallergenic and he doesn't make me jump off a cliff.
Yeah.
And Socks definitely wasn't. So there's like, I'm going to have to go steam clean my car.
Yeah.
Because like we had to have the AC on the way home because it was so hot. And so I know it was just blowing hair and dander around, and I can already feel it in my eyes.
Have you taken on an allergy pill?
No, but I keep seeing it floating, so it must still be on me. I changed my clothes, obviously. I didn't wear a hoodie because it's like hot out.
Yeah.
But
we're representing our brand.
We are, yeah. This is the other one I got last week. Can you see mine?
I do. I like this color a lot. You look good at like these berry colors.
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
Yeah. What was that color exactly?
This one, oh shoot. The other one that I wore last week was berry. This one was maybe mauve.
Mauve, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. But I like it.
Jane, my opinion, I would call that neutral.
I would call this neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where the other berry isn't quite neutral.
Right. No, because this one really goes like on the same level of color as like the cement color or the...
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like it's the same kind of shade. It's just a different shade, but it's like about as dark.
Yeah. This is the cloud, which you've worn before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I love this. Hang on. This was the sweatsuit I was bragging about.
Ooh, that's when you cut.
See, that's the little hole I put in it to cut the elastic.
Yeah.
But like, hang on, I'll show you it. Even though I'm wearing clothes under it, so it's...
I love that one.
Look, see what I mean?
Yeah.
Bottoms?
Yeah, it's super cute.
Do you ever see the people pick the leg? I find that so awkward. It just doesn't. It doesn't do much for my stance.
It's like it's like if I try to duck lips in a picture, people should.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
The trying anything going to the sexy, which makes me feel uncomfortable spectrum.
Yeah.
Like because when I think of the duck lip situation, I think they're going for the sexy look.
Yeah.
Why? I don't understand. And I'm not knocking anyone that does it. Hey, if you can find your inner sexy,
I can't pull it off. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. My lips don't even know how to do that.
No, I cannot. The cringe factor for me. But I think some people can pull it off and some people can't. We're just not duck lips people. That's all.
Wait, what did we rule out? Duck lips, no baby talk.
Yeah, oh God.
Although people have pointed out to me that like I call Jeff my best husband. I fucking think there's no better coin of a term for it. Like, I don't think husbands being like baby talk.
No, I don't think so.
And like, we say, what do I say? I say, hey, hun. Hun's a shortcut. So that's not baby talk.
Baby talk is baby talk. Like, if you're making Yeah.
Ew, ew, ew. No,
that is reserved for babies and dogs.
I can go all day with the babies.
Yeah.
With baby talk.
Or
That
even
don't
pets.
dare worry.
I can even let it go for pets.
Oh yeah. Pets 100%. They need that octave up.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a prime example of this.
Yeah.
And I do want to talk to you about this. So, cousin Liz was in town this weekend, and so Mark, LaSalle, cousin Liz, cousin Joe, cousin Callum, cousin Angus, Aunt Tiff, Uncle Vic, Matthew, Haley, all came over. Brody had his buddies over because they're normal. That's possible. Blake was here, Madison, Sophia, Blaine, Noah was in and out. Anyway, you know, Vic, our brother, has the deepest voice. I don't know if you remember Roger Rabbit, but Baby Herman was the baby, I think, in that. It was like a movie cartoon, and honestly,
I remember it, but Jessica, I don't remember Baby Herman.
Okay, well, I think it was Baby Herman in that. Anyways, he was like a baby in the cartoon, but he had the deepest voice ever. That's how Vic came out the womb, with this very deep voice. All right. So Boise, my biggest dog, 15 pounds at least.
Yeah.
Every time Vic talks, she gives him a low growl. It used to be she'd cower and go in a different room, even though she knows she likes him.
Yeah.
Now she's gotten to the point where she's in her elderly years, so she's lost her filter. She's not leaving the room anymore. She just gives him the slow growl, and she refuses to look in his direction.
Oh my God.
So she's slow growling towards the fence. But he knows, because Vic's aware of animals. He knows. Yeah. So, I literally watched Boise therapy dog Vic into so many situations last night because he would get, I love Vic, but he would get, you could feel his adrenaline running, and his voice would sound like it, and then Boise would point to the fence and give us a low growl, and then Victor would be like, "Oh, Boise, do I need to talk an octave up? I'm not trying to scare you." And he'd start talking an octave up. But the beautiful thing about it was it lowered his stress.
Yeah.
And she stopped growling. And then she'd look back at him, and then everything was good. Boise fucking therapy dogged Vic into a less stressful night.
Yeah.
So that was an example where, well, he went straight to, it wasn't exactly baby talk. It was more like.
It was a higher pitch. Yeah.
A higher pitch. Yeah. And everyone was happy.
Look, I'm not scary. But it does, I bring Bentley to work. I go into the office 3 days a week, and they want me to bring him. I brought him in the beginning because Mom was going to be out of town, and it was too long of a day for him to be home alone.
Yeah.
And they look forward to seeing him, and they miss him when he doesn't come in. And so
does it help de-escalate?
Oh my God, yes. And the thing is they are aware of it. My COO and CEO both say "Oh, we got a tough meeting today. We need Bentley." Because he will go into the meetings with them and sit in a conference room chair.
Without you?
Yeah.
Does he get his own chair?
Yes.
No way.
He'll sit right yeah.
Sir Bentley, you need to start sending him in a tie.
Bentley is a full-on employee.
Yeah.
And he gets his own. I got him a bed to bring to work, and he sleeps under my desk, or he's in with one of them, and he loves them both. He really does. And they take him into meetings and stuff, and he'll scratch when he wants to come out, and somebody will come open the door and let him out, or he'll sit there, or and I think he helps when people come in if there's going to be a tense anything.
Yeah.
He de-escalates everybody, and so it definitely there's something to be said for that. I'm telling you, animals are magical.
I told Vic, I'm like, you need to get you a lab and start taking it to work with you, so that you don't let work get you up to here when it doesn't need to. Because all it was a change of the octave of his voice, and then he felt better. Even.
And he felt, de-escalated.
Yeah. So, anyways.
It's pretty amazing.
There was another funny Boise story that came out of yesterday's picnic. So, the girls, Haley, Sophia, Madison, LaSalle brought Easter eggs, empty ones. And so they filled the eggs. And we told the boys there was going to be a surprise in 25 minutes because they needed time to hide the eggs everywhere. And we wanted to wait until the sun wasn't blazing. And so they came outside, hid all the eggs. And Aunt Tiffany witnessed this. And I was a part of it, but I was not aware. So I had my yoga mats out. Me and Liz did yoga and Pilates. And we had them out in the yard. And I had my tie-dye blanket that I made my tie-dye out of the hospital blanket.
Yeah.
On top. And like, it was very like a hippie moment. And so the girls, when they were hiding the eggs, one of them hid an egg under the tie-dye blanket just on the edge.
Yeah.
So apparently Boise witnessed this. And then this is how smart my dogs are. She got herself up. By the way, she has social anxiety. Walked herself through a crowd. That's how important this was to her. Aww. Tiffany said, now remember, Boise has 3 legs. And she's a big girl. Like, trying to back herself up and maneuver is like, she's on a mission. Tiffany said it was like a car doing a 10-point turn. She just kept taking a step back, then taking a step forward, then taking a step back until she got herself in nesting position. Yeah. Dropped her ass down, realized she miscalculated by a little bit, scooted her ass up and put her hand over the part of the blanket that had the egg under it.
Oh my gosh.
So, fast forward. I know nothing about that happening. And Tiffany didn't tell me till later, but I did notice Boise was pissed at me. So, the kids are counting all their eggs and there's still 1 egg missing. And now we forgot where all the eggs are. And so, I go sit on the blanket next to Boise and I'm petting her. And someone was like, I can't remember who. There's a lot of people outside. But someone said, I think there's one under there. So I look and I see an egg under there. Boise's got her hand on it. And I'm like, Boise, these are for the kids. And so I'm like, I'm going to take the egg. And anyways, I think it was Angus that ended up coming over and getting it. And so Boise gave me her pissed off bitchy tone, which is like it's I know her tone. And then she patted the spot on the blanket with her foot, pissed.
Because you stole
her. I was like, Boise, these are for the kids. Yeah. And so anyway, that all happens. Well, later on, Tiffany tells me the story. And the thing was, I knew Boise was pissed at me, but I didn't realize what it took her.
She fucking hit an egg. Yeah.
The effort she put into her egg. And also, she almost laid on it like a nest. How Tiffany described her back then. Then I had another scenario happen to me last night with the dogs. Still all part of this event. So Jeff had brought the dog bowl outside, and which was great. Or Blake, one of them did. So the dogs had water. And so anyways, picking up that night, Jeff brought the dog bowl in. It takes a hot minute to fill the dog bowl. It's huge. Yeah. So he had cleaned it out and had it in the bathtub and started the water. Yeah. So starts the water, walks out, and goes off to do a million other things. I don't know, maybe an hour later, I'm sitting it was probably 45 minutes later. I'm sitting at the table with Blake, Madison, and Sophia. We're shooting the shit. We're having a pretty intense conversation. And Bloom will not leave me alone. Boise is pointing at the bedroom, barking. Boise randomly barks sometimes, but really, I've realized it's never random. There is something there.
They're telling you something, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, Bloom. She kept nipping at me, and I'm like, honey, we've been outside all day. Are you ready for bed? Because it is getting late. Are you ready for bed? And she's like, kept nipping. I go, all right, let me see if you got to go outside. Go outside. I'm like, the door's open. Are you hungry? Get them bowls of food. She keeps nipping. I'm like, I am out of ideas. Do you want dessert? Fine. I'll get you peanut butter. So then I make her a bowl of peanut butter. She eats the peanut butter, comes back, starts nipping again. Madison's like, I think she wants more peanut butter. And I'm like, damn, she just had, she usually is good after a little ramekin. Yeah. So I'm like, you guys, I think I'm going to, and Jeff had made a comment. He's like, don't miss this opportunity. You're having so much fun at the table. Because I said, I think the girls are ready for bed. Boise's pointing at the door barking. Bloom's nipping at me. They're elderly. Yeah. And he's like, no, don't miss that. They'll be fine. So I sat back down. We shot the shit again. Bloom's still nipping at me. I'm like, you guys, I hate to do this, but clearly it's time for bed. The girls are ready. I stand up. I go to my bedroom door, and I'm like, did someone turn the water on? And nobody turned the water on. I'm like, hang on. I go in and I check. It is just at the point that it starts to flow over.
Oh my God.
The bathtub plug had accidentally dropped.
Yeah, because the bowl got so heavy, probably.
The bowl, whatever. But my dogs were so persistent, would not give up. Still enjoyed the treats in between because hey, why not? But
gift horse.
I was like, I don't know. They're so freaking intelligent, and we don't give them credit. But at this point, from this point on, I will not. If my dogs, if I know I've done all the things, they had 17 bones. They got their water. They've been outside. And last thing could be, they've been fed. If all 4 of those things have been met, I am going to just start getting up and inspecting the house, because I feel like every time I've ignored them, it's been something, crazy that they've picked up on.
They just saved you from a big old flood.
It would have been the last time.
Because you wouldn't have noticed till it hit the freaking kitchen.
Yeah, exactly. Because and it was so loud in the house from all the, different people. Like, that could have been so bad, but my girls didn't give up. They saved House of Boo. Yeah. There is no damage. But anyway, yeah, so we had everybody over yesterday. Well, Friday night we went to Laha and did, like, the family thing. We were supposed to get the big table. Yeah. With, like, where all the, everyone sits at the same table. But we got there and that table was used, even though Jeff called it noon. And so they put us in the main room, always a mistake with our family, and they split us up into 2 tables. So it was one of those things where, you ended up by default having a kids table and an adult table. But now we have adults. So these adults do not want to sit at the kid table anymore. They want to be with the adults. And so they gave me some shit for that. And I was like, listen, we tried to make it the one big table. Yeah. But they did. They ended up having fun. But anyway, and then the next day everyone came over around like 11:30 and we just did like the backyard and pool and, in and out of the house and whatever. I mentioned Liz and I got our exercise in because we used to love doing that when she lived here. Like, some type of workout. And Cousin Kim came, brought the tripod. Nice. We got family pics. She'll post them when she has a chance. She had to work last night. And then just really freaking totally drama-free, just good old-fashioned fun. Nice. Did the egg hunt. Oh, Callum, Liz's oldest, made me a comic. Aww. So I'm going to hang it up in the bathroom where I hang up all the artwork from the kids. Yeah. So it's called The Crayon Man by Callum. Cute. And he says, one day Crayon Man went to school for being used, so it went good. And I just figured out what he meant by that. He's a crayon, and kids use crayons. Yeah. So this is crayon. Well, I think that, I don't know who's who, but anyways, that was his illustration. And then he said, he went home and went to sleep, and that's how his life is. Aww. And he drew a world, and then on the back he says, well, some of it bled through, but the end, Sweel? I don't know. These guys are very educated in multiple languages, so they were speaking Spanish fluently. Nice. And, so anyway, yeah, like they just, just a day of rest, but like good old family fun. Hanging out. Yeah. Yeah. That's nice. It sounds like it was a good time. In pure Jane fashion, I cleaned my basement. Like the storage room. I saw your before and after pictures. They look great. Yeah, because since the flood, I did the rest of it, but I didn't ever do the storage rooms, and so much stuff got shoved in there. And like, I had all these bins I needed to go through and get rid of stuff. And I took a whole load to the Goodwill yesterday, and then I reorganized everything. And I had bought a shelf to put in there, so I put that together and put that up so I could get the smaller stuff off the floor and off the bins. Yeah. So it came out good. I mean, as good as a storage room looks, but it's a relief that it's done, because every weekend I'm like, I got to do the basement storage rooms. Okay. Let's talk about your never-ending list. I feel like getting that cleaned up, you get 2 weekends free of not working on the list. Oh, really? That's a milestone. Yeah. You gotta get something back for the larger effort projects. Yeah, it did. I mean, it was a lot more work than I thought. I mean, in all honesty, though, it didn't take me as long. I have a couple other bins I probably could go through too, but I went through the majority of them. I emptied out a bunch of ones that just had like not really anything significant in them. Yeah. And then I took a bunch of stuff to the Goodwill, and then so I have a bunch of empty bins now that just are in a pile. But it was a huge. Is it an organized pile? Of course. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So even that looks good. Yeah. Did I tell you I ended up cleaning out my closet last weekend? No. Okay. It was like Sunday. All I did was sleep the entire freaking weekend. I was sick as shit that Friday. I remember. Into Saturday, actually into Sunday, but finally about 6 that night I felt better. Yeah. And I mean, I was still dragging Monday when I flew to Dallas, but it was like the morning, when you wake up after you've been sick and you still feel a little shitty in the morning, but once you start moving, you're starting to come out of it. Yeah. that was basically it. But anyway, so I'm like, I can't stay in my closet anymore. Like I had to get rid of clothes that just aren't going to fit me right.
Yeah.
Jayne, 4 fucking bags, big ass black garbage bags.
Wow.
4 to the brim.
Yeah.
Jeans, my very precious jeans.
Oh, you did tell me you were looking to get rid
of. Thank God, Sophia, and she looks good in everything. Like, she wore a pair of my old jeans to dinner Friday night. She walked in, she was in all black. She was just glowing. Like, I'm like, girl, thank you for wearing those jeans so well. Like, they look amazing on you. Like, the whole outfit spot on. Anyway, so she's going to go through them and see what she wants out of there. And then, I don't know, whatever else. It's just got to go.
Some friends who can.
Yeah, I know. I'd rather, I mean, I love the Goodwill and I'm so happy to give.
Yeah.
I really, but I love seeing like pieces that I love and hence I bought them.
Yeah.
People, like Aunt Tiffany, every time I see her, she has something on that I gave her and she looks so much better in it than I did. And it's just like, and she tricks me. I'm like, oh my God, I love that dress. She's like, you gave this to me. I'm like, oh, you're right. I did. And it looks so fucking good on you. You need to be a stylist.
Yeah. That would be a fun job.
I would love that job. I just keep thinking about where am I going to go next? What's the next thing I'm going to put in this, you know, I don't know, my book of experience.
Yeah. No, I think you'd be a great stylist. And I think that, see, my rush to the Goodwill, I didn't, because when I redid my closet, I got rid of a ton of shit because it was just there because I had room for it. It wasn't there because I was wearing it. So I got rid of a lot of the stuff that I just held on to because it was like something I bought and then I really didn't like it that much so I got rid of a lot of that stuff. But my rush to the Goodwill is always like my one touch rule. As soon as I'm done with it, I need it out of my house.
Yeah.
Like, I can't have bags piled up of like, wait till I get 5 bags and then I'll go. I need it to go. Yeah.
Luckily they're black and they just sort of blend in like with the hallway.
But you're trying to give yours to people, so that's
no. Otherwise, they would have been at the Goodwill.
Yeah,
I'm probably on the way to the airport that day.
Yeah,
just so you know. But it's okay. I'm gonna. Sophia stopped by today, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to try anything on in those bags?" But they were going to play pickleball and shit. And
nice.
Yeah, so I don't want to pressure either, but I would love to get rid of it.
Is Blake still home or did he go back?
No, so he went back to, oh my God. It's the first time he's left the house to go home where I didn't cry. And I realized why. Because like Madison's going to hang with him for the week. So he was so excited for the road trip and like, just that they get to hang out for a whole week and like and that was unexpected. So I was so happy for him.
Yeah.
I was sad when he left. Like, is this how we do it? This parenting thing? We just make sure to send him with, people who love them and yeah.
I'm sure they're both excited that they'll have a whole week together.
We're talking about the meals they're gonna cook and I think they're gonna play pickleball. All these kids are getting in, or young adults are getting into pickleball, which I love because it gives them something to do that's, free and healthy if they have the paddles, which Blake does. But I know me and Jeff keep talking about going to play some pickleball. We just haven't. The thing is, we have our weekends figured out for the most part. He golfs one day. Yeah, that's my day to myself, which I absolutely love. I feel like I've realized a new rule for me. I need one day a week where there's literally no time commitments. I can have commitment. I can have things I need to do, but I can't commit to a time. It just needs to be done when I feel like it that day. Mm-hmm. I still want to get shit done, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it's just to kind of take off. It balances out the fact that the rest of the week, there was a time commitment. All day, every day. Yeah.
I agree.
I just need that. Yeah.
I've been saying it for years. I feel like I'm always late to stuff on the weekends because I'm like, I can't be held to it. Like, I just need the flexibility because the week is so rigid.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So that makes it more challenging, though, when you're trying to get shit done. But
Yeah, it does definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm happier when I follow this rule.
Me too. Yeah.
And therefore, on my pursuit of happiness, I must now make this part of my week.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
I'm just over here picking goddamn socks hair off me.
Your eyes are.
I need a shower.
You need to freaking get a allergy pill in you.
I do, and I need a shower because not only did socks try to violate me multiple times, and I had to change my pants and my shirt.
Socks is kind of a badass name, though.
I mean, and let me just tell you, Socks was very enthusiastic, and so.
Oh my God.
But also, when he wasn't diving on my lap or trying to hump my leg with his little pink thing, apparently one of the dogs apparently near where I was sitting had a little bit of diarrhea, and Bentley sat in it. I'm like, oh, Bentley. So
my God.
All I had in my car was Windex wipes.
Yeah.
So I used that to wipe it off without touching his skin, just the hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when we got home, I cleaned him with his dog wipes. Yeah. But I was like, what in the name of all that is holy?
Dude, you were born with the gift of smell. Are you telling me you didn't notice sitting in that?
I think he was so exhausted because he'd been chasing a little poodle. He just collapsed. Because, Bentley will run his little heart out and collapses.
That makes total sense. Yeah.
And I was like, did you have to collapse right there? Like all the space out here, and that's where you picked to collapse?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So I've been in Dallas the last 2 weeks, like in and out.
Yeah.
And so my girls from the office I've been hanging out at got me into Jane. You've been telling me about these, but you use a different brand, I think.
I use a Spider.
And I'm not saying they're good. I'm not advertising these are. I don't think they're as bad for you as most energy drinks, but the Celsius Live Fit, specifically this orange, tastes like Orange Crush. Oh, and you've got the
this is the watermelon, and I like this one. I got two of them because I was gonna go to Sam's Club and get some cases of my Aspire one that I do.
Yeah,
but I had Bentley with me, and I can't take him to Sam's Club, and I certainly wasn't going to leave him in the car. And so I brought him home, and then I just ran to the gas station to get an energy drink, and then I'll try to go tomorrow, maybe at lunchtime or after work, because I work from home tomorrow.
Yeah.
And but I will tell you, I just looked it up on the app because this cost me $2.99.
Yeah. They're individually.
Yeah. At Sam's Club, I can get a freaking case of 18 for $23.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
and my Aspire ones, I get a case of 15 for $19.
Yeah. So you like the Aspire better? Or
I like both. I think the Celsius tastes just as good as the Aspire ones do, and it seems like the Aspire ones accelerates metabolism, burns body fat. Oh, I don't know if the Aspire one burns body fat or anything. I don't know if this one does either, but I know that the one that I drink has like no artificial stuff in it and all that.
Yeah.
So,
well, I call it a buzz, but I mean like alertness.
Yeah. No, I know when I drink one.
Yeah, me too. And apparently it has a good bit of vitamin B in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know because I don't have my glasses on.
It says B12, B6, biotin.
Ooh, biotin? I need that for me.
Vitamin C, calcium.
Huh.
No carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 10 calories. That's totally doable.
Yeah, that's not bad. Maybe the next time I'll get a case of the Celsius instead of the Aspire and see if I like it better.
Yeah. I'm not trying to make it a daily habit, but when I was in Dallas, because, Jeff makes me my black iced coffee.
Yeah.
Obviously, I can't have that there. And I just find now that I've embraced Jeff's brand, I can't, I never really liked Starbucks iced coffee. You first of all have to tell them not to sweetened if you want it unsweetened. And second of all, it's really bitter for me. Mm-hmm. And Dunkin's was my preferred that I've been drinking since, I don't know, my sophomore year of college. Literally Dunkin' every day.
Yeah.
But black. Actually, I started out with skim milk. And then I was like, I don't really want to drink milk. I don't know why, but
Do you remember the number of times they used to get yours wrong before they knew you by name?
Yeah.
And they would give you with something else in it. And it was yours was just basically black iced coffee with skim milk. It wasn't even tricky.
No, not at all. But it would. And then I wouldn't be able to tell until I drink it. Black iced coffee, you can't get that wrong.
No, but then Mom would always get unsweetened iced tea.
Yeah,
and she would take a sip, and it would be full on 2 cups of sugar later, and she'd try to spit it out.
Yeah, this did happen regularly until you're right. They were like, okay, JennyB means business.
Remember when we went to Dunkin' and we had Olivia and Blaine in the back seat, and you were driving your like little Toyota,
the cockroach,
and there's a cockroach in it, and you fucking jumped out.
I jumped out with the car going.
I know, and I had to like straddle the gear shift to hit the brake.
I know. It was kind of a big reaction, but what the fuck? That came out of nowhere, and I'm like, who gets cockroaches in their car? Honestly, it was a random.
Yeah.
Huh?
We're in the South. I mean, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean,
they're basically like.
But yeah, it took me about. I think it climbed on me.
I think it crossed over your foot or something.
Yeah, and I was like,
we're like at the drive-thru. You jump out of the car. We're rolling down the hill. Yeah, I'm straddling the gear shift and hitting the brakes. Banged my head off the mirror when I hit the brake too hard because I didn't know how to.
Yeah, I know. Thank God for you, because my car would have been over that little cliff.
Well, with all of us in it.
I know. God, Jenny.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If it jumped over my foot, I don't know if I would have jumped out, but I definitely would have pulled my feet up.
Yeah, I know.
Which would not have helped us out.
That was a natural reaction.
It was. It was.
But yeah. Not thinking of the long-term consequences. No. Like, my car would be not necessarily totaled. Possibly, if it really did roll down and hit that. I mean, remember it was like a little... Yeah. It had like a guardrail and a little...
Yeah. Yeah. We definitely would have got some airbag out of it, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, but anyway, so like when I was in Dallas, that's the one thing I can't bring. I can't bring drinks with me.
Yeah.
Like, I can prep all my food. I can get that through security, no problem. But like the stuff I like to have every day, my GTs and whatever, can't. Because if I put them in the bag and they explode, then I'm screwed. Because all my clothes would,
Yeah.
So anyway, I try when I get where I'm going to figure out a plan for that, like pretty much immediately. But so I've decided, like when I'm on those kinds of trips, I'll just pick up a cup of Celsius. And then I just won't drink coffee that week.
Yeah.
Because it kind of, it woke me up pretty much the same. But I actually really like having daily black coffee in my regimen because it's good for your liver if you don't infuse it with a million other ingredients. Just pure black coffee.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So that's how I got on my Celsius kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I do like it. I've been drinking because I love bubbly stuff. So, and I've been I try not to drink a lot of soda. And so that's when I started drinking the Aspires was because I was walking through Sam's Club one day and they were doing a test of it, the test of little things. And I liked it. So I was like, huh. So I started drinking one in the morning instead of, because I used to drink a soda in the morning, which is terrible for you. But remember, I used to drink coffee, then I quit coffee, but then I picked up soda, then that's terrible.
I feel like you go in and out of phases.
I do, yeah.
I still drink these. Like, I just love plain old soda water.
Yeah.
Like, I forget what it's called, but you can get flavored. It's 0 calories. It's sparkling water, basically. But when I was in Dallas, I'm probably going to butcher it, but I am looking for it. It's like Topo Chocho or something like that. And it's shaped like, I think it's a fancy bottle. And it's mineral water.
Yeah.
Topo Chico. I don't know. Fuck, I gotta look that up. They put a lime in it. Honestly, it gave me the vibe of like, hey, I'm hanging out with a really cool drink. I'm sipping my mineral water. Yeah. Nice. I'm gonna add that to the mix when Jeff's drinking Corona Light this summer.
Yeah. I definitely do not like soda water. Like, ugh.
Not even a little bit. But if you just need the bubbles.
But the thing is it doesn't taste like anything. Like it'll say like, whatever blueberry flavor or watermelon flavor. Yeah. It'll say flavors, but then I still don't. If you're talking about like, because my boss gets them and has them in the fridge at work.
Like grapefruit or whatever.
Yeah.
I like grapefruit. Yeah.
I can't taste anything except.
It is bitter.
It tastes like tonic water to me.
Kind of. Whatever one. Is it tonic and gin? That one to me tastes sweeter. I feel like they put shit in that.
Yeah.
Soda water doesn't have a flavor.
I feel like it has a smell, but it smell doesn't match the flavor to me.
It's just, to me, carbonated water, but maybe a little.
It is, yeah.
It doesn't, I don't know how to say water has no taste, because to me, water tastes refreshing, which isn't a taste.
Yeah, plain water. Or I love water with lemon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But when I drink a soda water, it's because I need something plain, but I want bubbles.
Yeah. Yeah. I do not love it that much.
Sometimes, though, I talk myself into liking shit like that because I know it's better for me than other things. And I just talk it up, and then all of a sudden I like it.
Yeah.
That's how I got on black coffee, because I didn't actually like black coffee at first. I just had transition. Now I'm like, I can't have shit in my coffee because it just tastes.
I can do coffee with just like a squirt of mocha skinny syrup.
Yeah.
But I don't need a lot, just a little bitterness.
Yeah.
Or like vanilla I'll do, but just like one squirt just to cut the bitterness.
Yeah.
But I used to do like the sugar-free creamers and all that. I don't do any of that anymore. It makes me gag.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it almost, when you realize it, starts tasting like plastic.
It's too much. Yeah. It's too much for me.
Fake. Yeah. I agree. But if every now and then, I forget, I think it was Andrea Rashford. She got me into, she just used regular, like, heavy cream.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I would have, on occasion, if I, like, was having a hot coffee and not an iced, and, like, I was trying to, I don't know, make a mood out of it. Yeah. I'd add heavy cream.
Yeah, to lighten it.
That'll cut the bitterness big time. But I just prefer it black, and it's easy to do, and it's simple, Yeah. Don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But again, look at me talking myself into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then I just. Yeah. What do you got going on this week or the rest of the night? It's really almost over.
Jenny, it's 5:19. It's not almost over.
Oh, well, my bedtime, 7.
It is for you.
And I've been going to bed late every night. It was 9:30 before I crawled into bed both nights.
My God. How are you?
I know. Yeah.
I have to finish. Well, I'm going to go down and make dinner for me and Liv. I think I'm going to make.
What are you having?
Ground chicken tacos, probably, but I'll do a taco salad. And then I already took the trash down and broke down all the boxes. Thank God. I don't like that. And then I still got to vacuum the first floor because I've been meaning to do it all day and haven't gotten to it yet.
Ooh, I vacuumed this morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to vacuum.
I mean, you can't tell because it's been all day. And the girls have been following me every room I go to. So it drops right after. I'm like,
yeah. Yeah.
But I love you girls.
Yeah. I was watching something and it was talking about how you can tell that you're your dog's person or that they love you so much. And the things that they follow you from room to room.
Did it also say they stretch in front of you or show you their belly?
Yeah. And it also said they bring you their favorite toy if they're like toy dogs, like toys. It also says they like get super excited when you come in, when you've been gone. Or they want to sleep near you. Or they want to sleep on your clothes or your pillows or whatever. Yeah. It smells like you.
Well, so we don't really have dog toys because our dogs never got into toys. But the way Bloom shows me love is it never fails. When I'm about to transition in a yoga pose that needs that side of the mat, she comes and finds that side of the mat, lays there, throws her body on me. So we're touching. And that cannot move into that pose.
Right.
And then I'm trying not to get annoyed with her because I'm like, all she wants to do is get a hug from me.
Yeah.
But I'm like, damn it, Bloom. Terrible time.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yes.
As I give in and cuddle the shit out of her and continue to
attempt.
To do my stretch.
She loves her yoga.
They really do love yoga time. Boise takes a serious nap. There's never not snoring. It's almost calculated to the different parts of the workout now. Yeah. There's different parts that like there's songs playing and she's snoring through that section.
Aww.
Yeah. She really likes T-Swift Cruel Summer. That's in the one of the workouts we do, and she snores during that one. I know she likes songs. She actually heavily falls asleep. And,
it's a great song.
Yeah, it is. I mean, can't be denied.
I don't disagree there.
Yeah. Shit. What else? What else we got?
Do you have to go? Are you out of town next week?
Probably not. possibly. But I get my braces off not this Monday, next Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, are you out of town?
No, I'm waiting to find out if I'm on sale.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And
so,
then you get your braces off next week?
Yeah. No, this week to come, I'm not out of town. The following week, there's a potential because we have a release.
Yeah.
And the week I get my braces off.
Nice.
Yeah. I wish I need to call this week and find out because I really want them to I hope the situation is they take them off and clean them. Like, am I supposed to leave there and they don't clean my teeth? Because I can't have that.
Right.
Because I'm putting permanent retainers in behind both my top and bottom. And Haley, who just got her braces off, our niece, we were supposed to get them off a day apart. But anyways, mine got pushed out. And so she showed up at Laha and I'm like, oh my God, your teeth look fucking amazing. And she's like, well, she said she had to make an appointment to get them cleaned after. And I didn't think to do that. And my dentist who cleans my teeth is different than my orthodontist.
Yeah.
But I just can't imagine. She said they file down all the stuff that they glue the brackets on with, but she said she definitely wanted her teeth cleaned. And then she burst my bubble because she was like, oh, I got permanent retainers too. You're not going to be able to floss your front teeth. And I'm like, I miss flossing so much. You have no idea. I'm try to use those little pipe cleaners. But I want to floss.
Get in there.
Come up between my teeth and come down. I was like a person that flossed twice a day. I don't like food in my teeth. And so I've been dreaming about the day I'm going to floss again, and I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm still going to always use my water pick because I didn't use one before braces. I didn't even realize that was a thing.
Yeah.
Never going back from that because that thing is amazing.
I have one when he had braces.
I just didn't remember. I like to fill mine half with the yellow, what's that shit called? That mouthwash. The yellow eats the most bacteria or whatever it's called in your mouth. And it tastes the worst. But still, I'm like, if you're doing the best job, I'm going to just get used to you. And then I mix it half water, half that. And just plow my teeth over with that water pick. It's a really good feeling.
Yeah.
And then I've been doing this mixture where I stick my toothbrush in my baking soda, spray it with peroxide, and then scrub my teeth because I feel like it actually, because I can't floss, I feel like it does a better job than toothpaste. And then I rinse it down. Yeah. And then I come in with actual toothpaste.
Yeah.
So I'll probably keep that same routine, but I really was hoping I could floss again, like old school floss.
Well, it sounds like you're able to for most of your teeth, just not the front two, right?
Yeah, exactly. I bought that metal pick to keep my teeth clean. I just feel like that's a real tool that you should be trained to use.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt something, in my I'm not trained, but I do use it all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you laughing at? Because I see your wheels turning.
I just keep seeing hairs floating.
So
how is it stuck everywhere? I changed my clothes.
I know. Well, I did not change my clothes. I've been wearing the clothes under this all day because I went in and out of little workouts here and there. And I'm going to get one more round of Pilates in. Going to eat some ribs. Jeff cooked ribs for us today. And then we're going to take the girls out. Ooh, I just had that slow move in my neck. Have you ever turned your neck fast and does the slow move? Slow motion?
No, but I definitely have when I turn not slow motion, but I definitely have turned my neck and been ow.
And it kinks?
Yeah.
Okay. That to me feels like then it moves in slow motion. It just did that. But where was I going though? I was going to, then we're going out back with the girls to watch the sunset. And
nice.
Yeah, just wind down and call it a weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had, I don't know what time I went to bed last night after I finally finished with the basement. I think it had to be 9:30 maybe.
Yeah.
I went and took a shower because I was gross from carrying all that shit up and down the stairs.
Yeah.
Taking it out. Then I had to clean and vacuum everything and all that. But then I went and took a shower but I had a soda later in the evening.
So you were wired?
Cause yeah. And then I was like, could not go to sleep.
Yeah.
So I think, and then Liv was supposed to be home at midnight. And then I woke up at 2 to pee and she wasn't home. And
Oh,
so,
shit.
yeah. So then I had a text from her that said, oh, can I just spend the night? Because she went to the movies with her friends.
Yeah.
But she had just sent me that text. And I was like,
yeah.
Excuse you? And
yeah.
because her curfew's midnight, obviously we don't care about curfews.
Yeah.
But, I mean, some of us do. Some of us don't.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you care about curfews. Jenny, get it up. But yeah, so then I couldn't go back to sleep. So I think I was up from like 2 to maybe 5 o'clock or 5:30 this morning. And then I finally fell back to sleep. And then Bentley woke me up aggressively at 7.
He was like, Mom, we're not wasting the day.
He like jumps on your back to like hit you 100 times. I was like, God damn it, I'm exhausted. So now I feel like all day.
Well, maybe you did you favors so that you can go to bed on time tonight.
I hope so, because I'm beat.
I know. I'm actually probably the Celsius just kicked in. I'm not tired. I did get the house vacuumed, got everything cleaned up, except for Jeff came home and still had to do the backyard because I lost my mojo at that point.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that bad out back. But still, Jeff came home and got that figured out. And then, so now we're just I love when you get to a place late Sunday afternoon and like everything's where it's supposed to be. Yeah. And you know, you set yourself up for success for the work week.
Yeah.
And the fact that I don't have to food prep today because my lovely husband has a plan for our week and he already got everything figured out with groceries. So like
plan for the week.
Well, like I think we're doing steaks one day. He cooked chicken yesterday, so we'll have chicken salad tomorrow. He's pulling a soup out when there was enough for Mom too from like what we froze. So that's one day this week.
Nice.
There's a potential because Mom's really been dying for a Mediterranean. So maybe one day this week we'll order Mediterranean. She's going to go out to dinner with Tiff one day this week. So,
nice.
But yeah, just where usually if I'm prepping for travel, then I got to prep for 4 days worth of food.
Yeah.
You know, and be able to stack it and carry it, which I really love the process of prepping as long as I've given myself the time to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm also thankful when I don't have to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to look a gift horse in the face.
I've been doing, have you seen,
Jane, was that the right phrase?
Yeah, it was. Well, it's actually the mouth, but that's.
Why? Wait, why the mouth?
Because you don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Oh, okay.
Face. I'm not sure why it's in the mouth, but the other day I read this thing that somebody posted and it was like all these different old sayings and where they came from. And I was like shocked. So now I need to know where that one came from.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, what were we talking about the other day with, you sent me something cool about like perspective. Oh, I know. Single mother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll read it too.
That really opened up a perspective for me.
Yeah. It was, hold on. I just sent it to you. We fucking text a lot. Oh, I must have messaged it to you.
Oh, you did. It was Facebook Messenger.
You know what's so fucking weird? Like, why is it that when I look for Facebook Messenger, I can't find it? There we go.
I know. I just type it in my, if I'm looking for it, I just type it in my, I don't even look for apps anymore. Yeah. I have entirely polluted my phone with too much shit.
I know.
That now I can't find anything. Jane, you pause. Yeah, it just paused, but I don't know if I paused to you. But ultimately, because of that, now I just know the apps I want, and I keep saying to myself, why don't you just go through your phone and only have the apps you want?
Yeah.
Period. This could be so easy, but instead I have to go remember, you know, what the app's called and spell it out so it pops up so I can click on it.
So Liv put mine a while ago in like squares and they're color coded.
Oh, cool. I do have that. Yeah. Like, did she name them? Like, I've got my like shopping and I've got my
I've got like travel ones and my
Yeah. Like Azure Maps and like Hilton and Marriott and Delta and American.
Yeah, they're all together.
Yeah.
But this is what I sent you, and it said accountable language, and it just made me think about accountable language. And it says, I wish we said children of absentee fathers instead of single mothers, because how is a parent who stayed the problem? And it could go either way. It could be single fathers.
Yeah. Jane, you froze.
Am I still frozen?
Is this what it felt like the other day when I froze on you?
Except
for we put our phones on Do Not Disturb at first. So that's not the reason why. I think her Wi-Fi
not froze. Not sure what to do.
We're still going. But to the point about absentee father versus single mother, or it could be the other way around. It could be absentee mother because the father is caring for the kids. But yeah, instead of putting is it stigmatism on
I don't think
the person that's doing everything they can for all the people, calling it what it really is. I also heard another term. I'm just going, even if Jane's not on here.
Oh, you're back.
I also heard another term recently. I think it was Jasmine Crockett that said it, and she wows me. But anyway, instead of disabled, saying uniquely abled.
Yeah.
And that really, I'm never turning back from that, because I feel like that's actually a really honest and truthful way of saying it, because it is uniquely abled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jane.
Yeah.
I don't want to end this without you saying goodbye.
I'm there back. Are you?
Could you hear me the whole time?
No, you were gone for a while, but then I heard you when you said
frozen.
Jasmine Crockett. You
heard me say Jasmine Crockett?
That's when I came back.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know what it's going to end up looking like, but you know how you last episode I got dropped?
Yeah, and I was just there by myself.
And oh my God, I have watched the last podcast so many times because we're fucking hilarious and it's unintentional. First of all, the way you handled that, you're like, Jenny, like during the part where I'm clearly not there.
Yeah.
This part, I just kept talking.
I, again, was like, Jenny, I don't know if we're going back, Jenny.
Yeah. So, could you see me frozen?
You were frozen, yeah.
I wonder which part of the video it's going to show.
I don't know, but did your phone ring?
No, because I put it on
last time. So mine didn't either, because I never put mine on D&D now that I think.
Did you get a text or something that froze you?
No, I didn't get anything. Nope, I didn't get anything. I don't know.
I'm so looking forward to this. No, but Jane, that fucking episode is forever probably going to be my favorite.
What? I won't
say what, but it's just fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah, it is pretty funny. I'm not going to lie.
It was funny.
Yeah.
Actually, this is one thing I love about traveling. On the airplane, I'll always forget to prop and like have something downloaded, but all these videos are on my phone, so I just watch the Sisterhood for hours on end. I put the Sisterhood on before I go to bed in the scary ass hotels. I'm like, here, I just need my sister to comfort me. So So I've watched, but if I watch them on my phone, we're not getting credit. And then I'm like, fuck it. I don't even care that we're not getting credit because it's such good quality TV. Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
You should teach classes on self-confidence.
I don't know how I got it. I think it's just, I was born with it's probably a deficiency of some sort where I am blocking the reality.
A trauma response?
Yeah, exactly. Wait, say that one more time.
A trauma response?
Oh, it's definitely that.
Yeah.
I only remember what I want to.
Yeah.
It's a slightly, easier version to live with.
Yeah.
Like that I tell myself. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I pretty much think I can do anything as long as I don't have to touch blood or pulses. Like, I feel like I'm unstoppable.
Yeah, yeah. Unless somebody pulls out a syringe and then you're going to be on the floor. But otherwise, unstoppable.
Yet I love tattoos.
I mean, yeah. Oh my God.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, you do love tattoos too. You really enjoy the process. And I'm like, fucking, let's do this and be done.
Jane, the thing is, I think I know the reason why I love the tattoo. Because, I think that because they're putting art on your body.
Yeah.
And so, for whatever reason, again, I think I've talked myself into this. I've talked myself into that I enjoy what it feels like. Because it's like the whole process of getting, the painting or whatever. To me, it's artwork.
Yeah.
And so.
No, it definitely is artwork.
But yeah, if anyone came back after me with any other needle, and I always tell whoever has to poke me, I need a baby needle. Please do not poke me.
I never thought about that. Like,
yeah,
how squeamish you are around needles, yet you have multiple tattoos. And not only do you have multiple tattoos, like, I'll chuck tape right now and pull out the pictures of you getting your tattoo and me getting my sleeve tattoo.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, look like I'm dying, and you look like you're ready to fucking.
I'm on an island.
Lead a parade.
Just yeah. No, I really do love the process. Yeah. So therefore, I think I can. And it's like they're coloring you. They're not. It's not going into your. Okay, here's the part that I might pass out if I explain, but I'm going to try anyway. They're not going into your vein. The minute you puncture a tunnel, I'm done. I'm sorry. That feels just.
But feel free to color on me with a needle.
You can color, and it feels like a slight bee sting the whole time. Which, by the way, I also don't like. Getting, but
okay. Remember when I can't remember what it was? If it was Mom's wedding weekend or if it was the week we went to camp with Mom when she was married.
Okay.
And remember, like, everybody kept getting stung by bees. Like, Brody got stung. Blaine took one to the forehead. Like, everybody was getting stung. Yeah, we were at Cross Lake, I'm pretty sure. So it was the wedding. So it would have been the time we went up there for the week.
Or was that Lake Ontario?
No, that was the wedding was at Lake Ontario.
Oh, okay.
But we went and stayed at Cross Lake with at one point.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, everybody was getting stung by bees, and all the boys got stung. And I remember, like, Blaine or Brody took it to the forehead and didn't make it down.
Yeah.
And then Euless stuck his hand in a Dorito bag. I'm sorry for laughing. It's terrible. But
no.
And I swear to you, he got stung. And when I say we iced it for 2 fucking weeks, I'm not lying. So, but then, and I made such fun of him for that. And, you know, God doesn't like ugly, so I got mine don't worry.
Yeah.
And then, like, me and Lydia were down here for a couple of years at this point. I took her to, like, a freaking Halloween pumpkin patch situation.
Oh, yeah.
There was, like, bees were dive bombing her while she was trying to eat her slushie, and I swatted one and it stung me, and I swear to God, I was like, amputate it. Just take the whole finger. Like,
these are no joke. And I love these.
Swelled up to that, and I was like, I thought I was dying. The throbbing pain that was going on.
Oh my God, it's arm. Terrible. Yeah.
And then I had to call Euless and apologize for making fun of him.
Because now you knew. How did my kid with the bullseye do?
I mean, took one to the forehead, didn't make a sound.
Yeah.
Euless got one on the finger, and fucking, I'm not kidding, we iced it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then 6 years later, I got stung, and I had to call and apologize to everybody.
Yeah.
Because I made fun of them.
Fucking hilarious. Well, see, when you know, you're always willing to learn.
I literally was like, I might need to go to urgent care. I think I might have an allergy here.
Well, you might. I am allergic to bees. I know that from when I was little, but I haven't got stung since, and I'm not willing to.
It hurts so bad.
I'm not willing to say I'm not allergic to them.
Yeah.
I literally was. And same with penicillin or sulfa-based drugs. I am not willing to try that again, even though they say, oh, well, now you're an adult. I'm like, no, I was in college, and I literally almost died. Because you gave me sulfa-based drugs because I told you I couldn't have penicillin, and literally my throat swelled shut. So.
Yeah. Do you remember when I went and got my gallbladder out? Because I literally had more gallstones than gallbladder, and I was in organ failure. And I swear to you, the fucking bee sting hurt more than that. But anyhow, like,
which is insane.
But then, do you remember when I found out they gave me morphine and I was like full on dissociating? And I could not function. Did I freeze again? Because I just got a text.
No, I just.
No, I'm just thumbs upping everybody.
Yeah.
But do you remember? I remember telling you after I finally got out of the hospital, like, I'm allergic to morphine now. I can't do that ananymore. They had to give me Benadryl and an IV because I felt like bugs were crawling all over me.
Yeah.
You were like adding that to the allergy list. Because if you're allergic, I might be.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not fucking around. If that's the same shit they gave me after Brody, my C-section, they gave me something that made me itch all over my body.
Oh my God. What did awful. It could have been. I mean, if it was a painkiller, it probably was morphine.
Yeah. Because it felt like I was itching all over my body, and I yelled at Mom on accident. It really was an accident because she was, I think, trying to. Oh, Brody choked in the room, and she was holding him. It wasn't her fault at all.
Yeah.
Now I just snatched my baby from her, and I was like, I don't know. I was mean. Mom, I'm so sorry. That was not intentional. I believe it was the morphine, and I was having an itching fit, and I felt.
And you just panicked. Yeah.
Yeah, I panicked, and my brand new baby was choking, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, morphine's on the list, and I'm not anything on your list. I want to know because it's on my list too. Because fuck that. There's no taking chances.
Well, I'm also allergic to surgical staples and every kind of adhesive under the sun.
Yes, you are. You truly are. Hoping to never be stapled again.
Yeah.
Let me find a piece.
Here's hoping.
Yeah. Dogs might bark.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I just remember
you really are allergic to everything.
I just remember you being like, I'm adding that to my allergy list.
Did I pull out my window? Because that was not.
Yeah, I'm sure you put it in the notes. I was like, okay, Jen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
Jenny. What are you allergic to? Everything my sister is, maybe. So we'll just throw it on the list.
just let's be. What's it called?
Better safe than sorry.
Proactive. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. All right. Well, I can't wait to find out what you picked for our Taylor Swift song this week.
Well, it might have to be Cruel Summer now.
I was hoping you'd say that because it came up. I was telepathically sending you messages earlier.
Loud and clear.
But that wasn't on purpose. I brought it up because it really was in the video, but then I was like, that
loud
just makes
clear.
Yeah. And we're coming into the summer.
We're right here.
Yeah, we are. We're so there.
Yeah.
Damn.
All
right. Well,
I'm gonna
calling it.
Yep. Get to the rest.
All right. What are you doing tonight?
I'm gonna go down and cook dinner for Liv and clean up from that, and then
take advantage of the Celsius buzz.
Yeah. Have it.
And I don't know. We might put on a show tonight. He's watching Daredevil without me because honestly, I just have no interest in those shows. And Mom is reading some intense books right now, like intense. She was telling me about them, and honestly, I'm interested. They will not let me sleep. It's like,
something about like abuse stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. But it super will suck you in. But like, I've cut that shit out.
Yeah.
So I can't. I was like, I really cannot. Mom, you need to stop reading that. Switch to high frequency music for a couple weeks.
Because you used to read V.C. Andrews, and she was like Flowers in the Attic and shit.
Flowers in the Attic, but she's a damn good writer.
Yeah.
I told Mom, I think it's Jane Auld. I can't remember. But she wrote these massive, they were huge books and lots of pages about like this girl that was born into like when Neanderthals were still there, but then it was starting to go into, are we Homo sapiens?
Yeah.
So, it was like the first Homo sapien tribe.
Yeah.
And so she was this little girl. There was an earthquake. She was a baby, like just barely walking. And literally they describe it. You know, she wrote the book as if she was back in those times, but she describes all the scenery. What I really loved about these books was like, you learned about just the landscape, the ferns, the different plants that grow, medicinal, like ways they used to care for their wounded and stuff. But also there's a storyline going on in it. Anyways, Jane Auld, I think, but I could be wrong about that. But I was telling Mom, go back to those books for a while because that's like just really, it's still, you're drawn in and you can't stop reading, but like, and it is still got a little trauma in it because they lived in a very hard time.
Yeah.
However, I don't know. I feel like it's a more positive spin than what she's got going on right now. But she's like, I am devouring these books, and I know you are. Yeah. She's such an avid reader anyway.
She's always loved to read. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's always been a big reader.
Yeah.
So.
I will find out the real name of this book or this book series once I research a little because I read them like a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was also, I know we're supposed to hang out. I was addicted to Sweet Valley High. Yeah. Ramona series.
Yeah.
Adventures in Babysitting or Babysitter's Club.
Yeah.
That was a series. And then V.C. Andrews. That's when I really started. Those were my high school reads.
Hold on, I got to tell you this documentary that I started.
I'm looking this book up. Book series. While you're looking that up. Book about Falls and Mossapians. Why does that sound weird?
Okay, so it's on HBO Max and it's called The Dark Money Game.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's good, but it talks a lot about our current situation, how we got here. And did you lose me?
No, I'm here. I'm listening.
Oh, okay. And it just talks a lot about like the behind the scenes money and politics and all that kind of stuff and how we got the situation we're currently in, the shit show.
Yeah.
And how long it's been coming. And it goes like, it talks a lot about Reagan and a lot of stuff that happened during that presidency that I wasn't really familiar with. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of things that were
Wait, so what is it?
A lot of things that were changed during that administration that were, you know, the long game to get us to here.
Yeah.
But it's called The Dark Money Game and it's on HBO Max or Max, I guess now. But I really think everybody should watch it because it's just, I mean, it's history, it's facts. It's not, but maybe it would help some people see kind of where we are and how we are before it actually does hit them because it's going to hit. Like, the supporters are going to get hit too because
shit's hitting the face. Yeah. I know.
So, unfortunately, I mean, unless you're a billionaire or a multimillionaire, then you don't get touched. But the rest of us, we're all going to feel it. So, for generations probably. So, yeah. So that was really. I only watched like 2 episodes because I'd had enough at that point. But I learned a lot that I wasn't aware of.
Is that what you're watching tonight?
I don't know if I'll watch it tonight because I gotta like go to bed, and so I'll probably watch something a little lighter tonight.
Yeah, that's weekend watch early on. Yeah,
there's a couple like either I'll watch something that I've already seen that is light, or I will find something, you know, like a romantic comedy or something like that. Something that I can go to sleep after.
Lighthearted, yeah. I'm going back to Joe Dispenza. He's got me meditating. So I'm meditating before I go to sleep, and I'm meditating when I wake up. Like on an evening or a morning.
Yeah.
And it starts you out with deep breathing and then just like walks you through like affirmations and stuff. You can just find it on YouTube. But I am enjoying how this wakes me up and puts me to sleep.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Me and Jeff, we're kind of watching NCIS, the series that's out now without Gibbs. But
yeah,
I still like him. He grew on me. It took him a minute, but like not having Gibbs was just awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like NCIS is one of my go-tos because it's not that dark.
It's not that heavy, yeah.
Yeah, and I always know they're going to solve it, so I don't have that worry.
Yeah.
So we'll probably get into that.
There's a lot of good shows like that are, you know, that do have some like
intensity. I love that. Yeah. I'll watch that forever. The Closer. I can rewatch
I can rewatch those. Yeah. Or I mean, there's a lot of those types of Chicago Meds or the different law shows like Suits and stuff like that.
I have to stop watching Law and Order especially Special Victims Unit because I think that's really freaking heavy.
Yeah, it is. It is. And although they always solve it, there's always intense trauma involved.
Yeah, there is.
So it's like, it's the worst of the worst. And they pull from real cases, which doesn't help.
I know.
Because it's like, it's not even made up.
Yeah, I know.
They exactly. So that part's a little different, but.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
All right.
All right. I'm wrapping up. Do you want to say hi to Aunt Jenny?
Yeah. Ooh, hey, Olivia.
Liv's coming in. She just braided her hair. It looks so cute.
Let's see.
You want to review my cookies?
Ooh,
I do. Oh my God, you look gorgeous. What kind of cookies are they?
Look at how pretty her hair looks.
It looks great. Seriously. It looks professional.
Yeah.
I made a Fruity Pebble cookie.
Oh, neat. Is that the frosting on top? Like with Fruity Pebbles?
And then a Cookie Monster cookie.
Oh my God, I think that is... Olivia, seriously talented.
Oh, we're trying them?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Break it in half.
I'll just take a little piece. Okay. Or the whole fucking thing.
Take this. Okay.
Let me take that.
Nacho Daddy's
you're dripping.
cheese yesterday.
Let me just take off this little piece. Oh my God, Olivia, this is
okay, I want you gotta give honesty as soon as you take the bite.
Oh.
And then you gotta try the other one and tell what one you like better.
It's good doppler.
I don't know what is that? Family, you can have this, buddy.
It's a cake mix.
But tell me what your thoughts are. Is it delicious?
Yeah, it's good.
It's cookie batter with Oreos and white chocolate. And then it's got a chocolate chip cookie baked on top.
Oh,
with
delicious.
more Oreos and chocolate drizzle.
Oh my God. Where'd you come up with that?
One of those little Oreo Hershey bars.
I can tell
Ooh,
by
damn.
your clothes, my cleanup downstairs is going to be way
No, it's
fun.
not bad.
No? Okay.
This one's Fruity
So
Pebbles.
are we doing Fruity Pebbles next? Yeah.
I'm
This is my favorite. Fruity Pebbles is my favorite cereal I should never have, and then Grape Nuts is my actual favorite cereal.
Right?
Yeah. I think I would like the Fruity Pebbles better. But I would like them both. Which one's your favorite?
I like.
They're very different.
They're very different.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like this one's more like, the blue one's more like a chocolate chip cookie flavor with some other mix.
Yeah.
This is more like one of those confetti cookies.
Cake. Ooh, yes. That would have been my favorite. I love the.
It's not as sweet as
You're talking about the
like
cake
that.
batter cookie with like the.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yummy.
Um.
Well, nice. Good job, Lev. That's fun.
Thank you.
Wait, did you make those at Dunkin's?
No,
Did you make them at Dunkin's?
I just made them downstairs.
She made them downstairs.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Thanks for letting me try it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you start the taco meat?
No.
Okay, I'm coming down.
Okay.
Love you.
All right. Love you too. See you soon, actually.
Yeah.
All right.
We're doing
go ahead.
the Liv's graduation party.
Yeah.
In June. We're doing
21st,
it.
right?
Yeah, at Auntie Crystal's house.
Oh, fun.
So I just need to know number of how many, because Auntie Crystal is gonna wanted to do a pool party in June anyhow. So she's like, let's just do a big party and we'll do it for Liv's.
That's freaking awesome. I'm pretty sure Tim and Vic are planning on to come in. Pretty sure my whole household, girls too.
Give me a head count from your house and I'll
I'll find out this week. Cousin Kim definitely wants to come.
Okay, good.
We just talked about it. I'm supposed to text her. I'm texting her right now. 5:55. Universe, Mother Earth, good Lord above, blank faith, baby. Let me tell Cousin Kim.
You can have that.
Olivia's party is June 21st.
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
So
if you guys want to come in Saturday morning or Friday night, and then
we'll probably drive in Friday night after work.
If it's everybody's going to be here, then we'll just throw up air. I have 8 twin air mattresses and 2 doubles. So
I'm not picking.
Just put air mattresses out.
That is a Saturday. Do you have any idea time too?
Probably early afternoon is my guess.
Yeah.
Into the evening. Yeah.
Early afternoon. Start time to be determined.
Yeah. Because we're meeting. Crystal's out of town this week. She's coming back next Saturday. So her and Olivia and I are going to talk on Sunday. She's going to come over and we're going to meet to plan the party. Because I was just going to, you know me, I was like, I'll cater it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not doing all that cooking for all those people. Yeah. Especially, you never know how many people are going to show up. And too much. Yeah. And so, but I'll do all the decorating and stuff. And then Crystal was like, let's do a menu. And I was like, okay. Because I'll get told to bring the ice. So, not really.
Nice.
She has an ice machine.
Yeah.
But usually when they do dinners and stuff, I always get told to bring white rice or.
Yeah.
No.
Nice.
So I still joke about it.
Tell us if there's anything we can bring.
Everybody else is bringing.
Oh, I'm excited for a pool party.
Meals,
That's some
and
really
I get
sweet.
White rice.
But I shouldn't be shopping, but I did, and I bought. Oh, I showed you my red and white striped little bottoms.
Oh yeah, you showed me.
So what I ended up doing, I threw out the shirts that went with it because you saw they sewed the arms different sizes.
Yeah.
But I have the red and white, and then I got this wicked cute blue crop top. What's that material I showed you that the bottoms are?
Oh, like the crochet.
Crochet, but it's blue, so I feel like I'm going to be red, white, and blue.
Cute.
Yeah, it's kind of patriotic.
4th of July, yeah.
I know. So even though it's June, so I'm excited to wear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also got this really cute athletic bathing suit it's a 2-piece. Yeah. But it's the orange one, orange and pink and white. Mm-hmm. It's kind of retro, 50s style.
Uh-huh.
And Jeff said he liked it. I wore it the other day, and he's like, "Where'd you get that?" I'm like, Shh.
Right. We don't need to talk about that.
But don't speak.
So you said you liked it? Is that what?
Yeah, I heard you liked it. You're welcome. Yeah.
Right. Again, how cute do I look? That's all I really need to hear.
That's all that matters. All right. I'm seriously going to let you go because we're going to eat. But I love you.
I need to go cook. Love you too.
Have a great week. And
you too.
Do you think maybe we take 2 weeks off before we kick off season 2?
Okay.
I mean, 3. Season freaking 3. Or how about we talk about it this week?
Okay.
Yeah, we're still going to talk. Okay. All right. I love you.
Love you, sister.
Bye. Have a great couple of weeks.
You too.
Bye.